Right, so back on that embankment, but this time on the other side, heading towards the opposite direction. See what we've got there. There's a few things in town to see. Obviously, the fort, the mosque, the market, a couple of other places, forgotten what they were. And then at night, obviously there's probably going to be a couple of night markets. I don't know about cultural events, but I think if you're coming to Makassar, a couple of nights, a couple of days, like I have. Last night was a write-off because the plane was about 3 or 4 hours delayed, so didn't get into the hotel till about 10, 11. And then I was really tired, so I didn't go out, ordered in, and went to sleep. Interestingly enough, I ordered a couple of dishes, and there's a rice. And first of all, it was not even nowhere near what I had today in terms of quality, and the quantity of what I had today was probably 3 times as much without the rice, and it cost near enough the same. So yeah, what was that? Paid 220 I think that was. So that meal came to £10. That was 4 or 5 grilled prawns and about a plate full of about 10 boiled prawns, a plate full of baby squid, and then they gave all these side dishes and condiments with it. Threw in a free dessert, 2 desserts even, and I'm stuffed. So where are we? Okay, be careful. Probably need a coffee. I think I'll cross over and walk over there because there is a few things that I didn't see capture on my camera. Although it's fenced off. I don't know, can I walk in there? I don't know. Is it also fenced off? Alright, we'll continue walking here. Yeah. Oh, there's people over there. Alright, it was just probably... yeah, so 2 days, 2 nights, that should be enough. You get a chance to relax, and then you get to see things at a leisurely pace, try out the food. It's different. I've had obviously grilled and boiled prawns, but just the side condiments and things that came with it. And baby shrimp, never had, baby squid, never had that before. That's a brand new food I've tried, and I love it. Although initially I was a bit concerned it was dried, fried grubs. But no. Yeah, we can go over there. Right. They do have black and white striped crossings, but I don't think they work in the same way as they do back home. Or maybe they are crossing points that you should adhere to or something. But right, let's go. Yeah, that is a mosque. I thought it was. Yeah, the blue tiled one that I thought that kind of reminded me of mosques in Central Asia. But I've watched enough programs and seen enough pictures. So there you go. Oh, you can look at that. You cross over there. And then walk over. Oh, it must be so cool as well with the being on the water. That's beautiful. What do we have here? Ooh, some famous personalities. Let's have a look. This is Sheikh Yusuf. Nice chap. Naval Sultan Hassanuddin. Oh, okay. So the airport's named after this guy. Yeah, so when you fly into Makassar airport, Sultan Hassanuddin. Probably some naval commanders or something. Look into that. And the mosque is called America. Okay, so it's not named after these guys.
السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين ليزدادوا إيمانا مع إيمانهم ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما.
Some more personalities here. Lady here, Palaka, and then it looks like a modern day personality based on that hat. Oh no, the plaque's gone, so we can't recognise him. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder whether they have the night market here. I do know there are a couple that giving these a shot now. I wonder whether they're open tonight. Oh, and there's it. Not this one here, the blue tile one to the front. And then we've got the larger, wow, yeah, that's definitely larger, isn't it? At the back. See if we can focus it onto the other one. Oh, that's a harbour, the port area. That was all fenced off, so we couldn't walk into it. Just have a look there. Yeah. There's a nice cool wind blowing this way, so that's nice. Some more personalities here as well. So I think it goes all the way there. Let's have a look. And then you can see what else is in the area. Look at the map. Oh, that's one of those Fassinis, I think. So my 20s, I think it was about 25, 24, 25. I went on one of those double-decker Fassini's. I think it's called a Fassini. I'm going to have to check. And we did a one-week tour around Lombok, Komodo, Rincha, and saw volcanoes, went to little villages, went to waterfalls. Probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. In fact, I'll try and do one sometime. But I found it phenomenal, and a group of people that I met. I used to stay in touch with one of them, who turned out to be, I don't know, like a National Geographic type, scientist stroke explorer. And she goes to some wild places, which I'd probably never go to, like Madagascar, and I don't know, it's just, where you get certain plant species or animals that you don't find anywhere else. So that was a great time. I could say hand on heart, I've never had a bad time in Indonesia. Maybe the odd time I felt a bit annoyed or something, but I can't even remember. The people are so good, they're so lovely. The country is just so amazing, it's so vast, and you have such variation in it that you're just constantly exploring. You just never get tired of it. I thought I'd never really like Bali again, because I was staying around Kuta and places such as that, but discovering Canggu was really nice. It was, calm, different, quiet, more relaxed. The sort of place I think if you're a little older, you prefer, as opposed to the party places such as Kuta or Seminyak, which are nice in their own way, and there's some rustic old parts to it. But I just thought if I do go back to Bali, Canggu's a place to stay. It does seem a bit pretentious though. You do get, showboats, but that's them. I'm me, and whatever floats their boat. That's going to be a bit of a walk, but I'll do it. It's just the crowds. It's amazing. They're full of thunder and chuck buckets of water. When it rains here, it rains. There's no such thing as a drizzle. I've never experienced one. Maybe the tail end of something, but even then, the drizzle is just as strong as a rain shower back in the UK. But it does cool everything down. The temperature drops, a few degrees. It's noticeable. So, right, some of these don't have plaques on them, but I think you get the gist. They're obviously famous people, local, national, historic, present, potentially. Look here. This is it's like some sort of square, isn't it? And look, there's that Tanataraja type house. So we'll see that on our trip in a few days. But there we go. Let's have a look at that. Let's take a rest. Half day's work. It's like my cat. Interestingly enough, on that 7-day tour on one of these boats, they actually moored off a place, a small little island, where they were building these, and I remember several of them in various stages of construction. And it was just hand built, the whole thing. And I remember asking one of the guys on the boat, and he said, yeah, all handmade. Whether they've changed that, I don't know, but you can see it's near enough wood, all wood. There was some interesting stories around what happened with the boat. Not anything dirty or naughty, but fun So, it's a lizard on top of the globe with a what? A captain's hat, I think. That's funny. See now. It's funny. That's brilliant. See. Oh, that's brilliant. All right, a name like size. Komodo. And oh, it's a biennial event. Local countries in some NATO ones, South America, India, Japan, Malaysia. Right. I love that they've got a Komodo dragon with a captain's hat on it. That's brilliant. Yeah, I suppose it's not well kept, is it? It comes back to what I said earlier. I think it's, if not in decline, it's probably hit rock bottom and it's improving. But you can tell this place in its heyday must have been something. Yeah. You look at Luang, no, not Luang, Labuan Bajo in Lombok. So that's where you fly into when you want to visit Komodo and the islands there. And it's an absolutely stunning town. It's kind of like a high-end Canggu stroke Ubud port town. You know, really nice, pretty pricey compared to here. I mean, as an example, the meal that I just had was about just over £10. You'd probably pay about double that there, if not more. But it's such a nice city. What do we have here? I don't know. I don't know what those are. Central Land City. Must be a development. There's not many high rises in development. There's one over there, and then you've got there's one further down there, but nothing major in terms of infrastructure development. You don't see many people on the streets either. There isn't a hustly bustly place other than the old market, but even then, not many people. But that's charming though. It's a nice town. Oh, the weather has dropped. Oh, it's broken down. Oh, I think he's even attempted to fix it. No, he's just taking the wheel off. Well, at least it's ready for whoever to come and put on the next one. Okay, we're getting closer. But it's definitely newer, isn't it? Yeah, and there's a pretty modern building there as well. There's definitely a neo development. There is looks like what you have in Jakarta, Independence Square, and a tower there. I wonder whether that's a similar representation. We'll see that at some point. We'll have a walk around. Um, and they're very pious people. Um, they're like and proud of their religion. Um, when you talk to them about it, it makes them happy. I found the same with the Balinese. They love to explain the culture, the traditions. When you get a chance to speak to the taxi drivers, they just tell you about the meaning of names, their names, what they do, various traditions. Yeah, it's a really good thing about the Indonesians. It's going slow. Just weird. A drive-by? No. Oh yeah, that does look neat, doesn't it? That must be the whatever city there were signposts over there. Look, it's definitely the modern part, isn't it? Yeah. Why are they all going so slow? Strange. Okay, so now this place is, what's that? My Ceylon. My Ceylon. Yeah, this seems to be where the money's invested. Uh, yeah. Alright, I think we head through the middle, get onto that blue coloured area. I think that'll take us round. Oh gosh, there's some harsh clouds approaching. Yeah, no insult, it just reminds me of a cake mould or a jelly mould that's unique. Yeah, let's see if I can pop my head round. Again, not dressed completely appropriately. I think a lot of these places, temples, mosques, they want, legs covered and shoulders covered. Shoulders are fine, it's just wearing shorts. That's the other side of it, that's where I walked over from. Might have to call a cab. That doesn't look like it's a drizzle. That looks like a very angry storm. And given my experience in Bali, I don't want to get caught up in one. I don't know. I don't know what colour that is, but I think it looks like a peachy colour. That's lovely. Oh look, there's people constructing on there, or doing some construction on the dome. Looks like they're reinforcing it and putting some metal on there. I wonder whether that's supposed to be tiled. It wouldn't make sense for it to be tiled like these ones. Be careful, don't want to walk in patches of green like that. My experience of snakes and stuff, so you have to be very vigilant. So let's have a look. Oh, it's magnificent. I wonder what was inspired by. Right, let's go. Oh no, no. That's not the right way. Let's go down. These stairs. Oh, it's a ramp. Okay. Go in the middle. Oh, there we go. That's really nice. Given it's a circle, there's multiple entry points. So I guess that's the main one. Locals. Oh, someone's even got a light out there. That's brilliant. It seems the surround sound, because I think there's a couple of mosques playing religious mantras. I don't know. It's not mantras, probably Quranic verses, sorry. That's going to hammer it down. Oh, the water's changed as well. Really cool down as well. I think we do a loop of this and then head back to a coffee shop or something. There we go, you can see the port area a bit clearer here as well. It's picking up. Oh, that's a down, don't want to go there. Right. Okay, let's head back. Right, I'm going to call that a day. So, hope you enjoyed it.